and it is Sunday, and it is a beautiful day. It has been so stormy, very stormy last couple of days, you guys. There's dust everywhere, everything breaking, patio flying. So it's a little bit of the monsoon season. We're kind of like processing into it, so to speak. And let me see if this, I just got a new stand. It's kind of standing a little crooked, but and so it is quite exciting though to get a little bit of that fresh air and that breeze, even though it is a little bit crazy to have this kind of weather. It's just kind of refreshing to, you know, not have that crazy sun at 120 every single day. So it gets a little overwhelming and hot, and this is why a lot of people, hey Audra, how are you? So happy to have you in the chat today. Thank you for joining us. I'm so excited to have you. Oh my gosh, I went to bed so late last night. I have this okay, so you know, you guys, I'm in love with my with my product Herbalife's, and I only swear by them because I've tried so many, and as you can see in some of my videos, you'll see a million products in the back. Hi. And so what happens is I fell in love with their coffee protein, and like I'll have it at night, and you guys, it tastes just like Starbucks. I kid you not, like literally. So I mix a couple of ice cubes. Hi Candy, how are you? Sending lots of love and light and hugs. Sending you the same and exact same, if not more, to you as well, Candy. Thank you so much for joining us today. So I was just talking about my Herbalife products and how I am in love with their coffee protein. So you have the house blend and you have the mocha. I like the house blend. First I like the mocha, but I kind of switched. So I put a couple of ice cubes, I mix it, then I add a little bit of whipped cream with some caramel crunch. Oh my God, is it good? And obviously it's protein, so you're not drinking straight up, you know, coffee. I add a little bit of milk to it, you know, oat milk, which makes it a little more creamier, and I put some fat-free whipped cream on top with a little bit of caramel. You guys, oh my gosh. I think I had it late last night. So I ended up staying super late. I was up like, I was wired, which gave me a little bit of time to prepare. And I have allergies, so this eye you'll see is very swollen. See how it's closed? Yeah. So mornings I wake up and my eye is shut just from like, it just keeps tearing up. So I take like allergy stuff, but it's the dust, you guys. Like I said, we've had, I don't know if you guys caught the first part of this live. We've had thunderstorm after thunderstorm after thunderstorm, and I'm talking like everything flying from like debris to dust. You're outside and you're like, oh, and they tell you stay indoors because it's really bad to breathe that. But with that said, all my allergies are coming up. So my eyes are swollen. From Texas, it's crazy hot. I know, it is crazy hot. I mean, you know, Texas is close to Arizona, and it is literally like 115, 120 here. Your AC is cranking up and it's not working. And I'm on the second floor, so I'm closer to my roof. And so it's hitting really hard, so yeah. But speaking of which, so when I get my allergies, I cough a lot more and my eyes get swelled up. And so bear with me during this video. That's one of the reasons why I didn't do it last week. Last week was really bad. I had to go see the doctor, and he gave me drops because I was like, I could not open this eye or that eye. They just kept on, because obviously it's like pink eye almost. Like if you touch it and then you touch the other one and you start rubbing, and yeah. So it's been pretty crazy, but as you can see, it's still really I look like a zombie today. Hello. All right, today's an exciting day. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. See, I can't edit this video now, so you guys see it live, and you can see I'm very nasally too. I'm not sick. Just as you can see, there's nothing coming out or anything. It's just these allergies are insane. I've never had allergy issues until I moved to Arizona. Crazy. And it's just dirt everywhere. We don't have grass. They don't believe in grass. Grass doesn't grow here in the desert. So all the dirt keeps going back and forth. It's just like, and then you have those dust buster tornadoes. This place is insane. All right, I'm originally from Canada, so we don't know what that is. And then I moved to Florida. I was used to the beach and the humidity. Moved here, it's like a complete different scenario for sure. Anyway, so today we're going to talk about the secret. Yes, yes, yes. I was looking online about manifestation because we've been talking about that, and a lot of you I've gotten so much positive feedback regarding those lives, and they're like, please keep doing those. So I'm like, you know what, I'm going to keep doing those. I am going to still talk about the bracelet, don't get me wrong, and you guys are more than welcome to ask questions throughout this live. If you have any questions about bracelets, I usually bring them up at the end, but I did want to talk about the secret of the power, which got me through my divorce, got me through the hardest time of my life, got to make me meet the person, you know, that I fell in love with and had 3 children. I mean, the power, the secret, the power got me through so much, actually helped me open my business. It actually made me see things more positively. It taught me so many things that I kind of wanted to share with you guys. So I kind of reread it a little bit, and as you can see, I was just kind of like rereading it as if I read it for the first time. Cecilia says, hello Shelly, I'm home from work. I have COVID. Oh no, Cecilia, I'm so sorry. Let's send Cecilia some positive vibes so that she can heal quickly. Maybe try humidifier. I did. I did. Might help you. Thank you so much. I've tried everything. I'm not big on medicine. I just think medicine just kind of weaken your immune system. So I think it's going to do its course. It's going to do what it needs to do. I've been traveling a lot too. I think that hasn't helped. You know, my daughter just lived her dream as a marine biologist camper from SeaWorld, yay, in San Diego. And so that was her longest dream. I had booked this about 1.5 years ago. I got it on special, so I jumped on it and gave it to her as a present for this past Christmas, and told her it was gonna happen. Hi Livy, thank you for joining us, hon. And so we had to go to San Diego, so we drove and flew and then drove and then kind of came back and forth because I had to drop her off and then pick her up. And so it was really like the weather kept changing for me a lot too. But thank you so much for your recommendation. It's just going to do its course, but just bear with me. My voice will come back. But thank you so much for joining. Gosh, we have a lot of people in the chat today. I'm so grateful for you guys. We have some really, really interesting subjects. Praying for a speedy recovery, Cecilia. Oh, thank you, Audra. We're all praying for you, Cecilia. Okay, we're going to be sending you positive vibes. With that said, if you guys have a minute, don't forget to smudge. If you guys have your smudge, if not, get it on our website, you guys. Powerfulbracelet.com. Get your organic smudge. Make sure that they are organic. You are breeding this after all. You want to make sure you're breeding some, you know, some certified organic organisms. And make sure that these leaves are healthy as well. All right, I am clearing my space, and I'm clearing, and I'm making sure that all of you have positive vibes your way and healing vibes as well for you. There you go. All right, I am clearing my space, and now I'm using, if you guys want this, it is amazing. All right, it comes with a stand, or you can get the cones. My cones are like the hot seller. They are amazing, you guys. They're organic. They smell divine. I get ordered so many times that I sell out all the time. The cones are incredible. They smell good, even in the mail. Like, you guys, even when I put them in the box, they smell so strong. Even my post office lady was like, oh my, you are like sending the cones. I want some. She can smell them like through the postal office. That's insane. All right, so we have staged our area, you guys. I am so blessed to have you all here and appreciative. We have another big shipment. I have a big box here full of your bracelets. If you guys have ordered and have waited for about a week, they just got back from the temple and they are ready to make their way to your home. So thank you for waiting. There was a little delay on the shipping. A temple sometimes takes a little bit longer, and I can't rush them. I'm not going to be calling them and be like, hey, what's going on with her bracelet? So I get a lot of emails saying, hey, where's my stuff? You know, after 3-4 days, where's my things? So I'm like, one, I have to make them. So it takes a little bit of time. 2, you know, quality control, make sure that they fit right. So I always wear them, kind of make sure, give you my vibes. And then after that, I'll bless them. I'll send them out. They will re-bless them. All right, and then I either pick them up or they drop them off. It depends the arrangement. And then I package them up. So I always want you guys to cleanse them before you wear them, because I've touched them and they were touched as well. So just give it a good cleanse and enjoy the benefits from it. So, all right, enough chat. Okay, let's get straight to it, you guys. The power of Manifestation. Yes, this was so interesting. I was reading it. I was getting chills because I'm like, this needs to be shared. I'm going to be reading from the book. I'm going to be saying, and I'm going to be sharing some of my experiences, but it's funny how no matter how many times you read it, you always capture new things as you read it. It's incredible. And I think this is going to relate with a lot of you that are going through, whether it's financial, whether it's a state of mind. But before I get started, wait, I did want to get to this book, but I think I think it's going to go hand in hand with what I want to say first. We talked the last time, I apologize. We talked the last time about, ways of manifesting. We talked about speaking in the mirror. We talked about writing. We talked about writing it a few times a day throughout the week or the month. I've had Audra, who got an amazing manifesting book. I went through it. It looks beautiful. If Audra wants to share it with you guys, it has, I think it also comes with a little stone. It is so cute. I think they're running a special too. So if you guys are interested in that, you can do that as well. It's a really cute way when you are manifesting to remind yourself of what it is that you're manifesting and to kind of write it out, okay? So that you can read it out loud and start understanding what it is that you are wanting and manifesting. Now, we did talk about the different types of writings and speaking it. There's one called the 369 manifestation method. If you guys don't remember, this is something that I kind of want to discuss a little bit, not too much because we did talk about that. It's the method itself. It couldn't be simpler, obviously, because you have the 3, the 6, and the 9. Actually, don't forget about gargling with warm salt, very therapeutic and natural. Thank you so much, Candy. I really appreciate your help. Thank you. Okay, so basically you write down the object or feeling you want in your life. Okay, for example, I am wealthy. I have a loving partner. Okay, remember, you don't have it, but you write it as if you have it already. And you write it 3 times in the morning, 6 times in the afternoon, and 9 times, obviously, at night. It's really easy. So this, I don't know if we've talked about that one or this is a new one for you guys, but if it is, the 3, 6, 9, really easy to remember. They're all derivative of 3. 3 in the morning, 6 in the afternoon, 9 at night. So if you guys have that journal or don't want to spend for a journal, you could just grab, a notebook from the dollar store or just make it yourself or grab a piece of paper. I'm doing okay because I'm not eating any food for 7 days, just drinking water, lots of liquids, lots of coconut water. Oh, Cecilia, I am so sorry. It is terrible. I know. A lot of people that I know have had it. Actually, my girlfriend had it about a few weeks ago. So she could finally step out and, that stuff just keeps going around. And some people get it twice and 3 times. It's horrible. But I'll be praying for you, hun, and sending you positive vibes for sure. And so if you kind of do that every day, you'll see things manifesting. And again, you guys remember that when things manifest, the smallest thing, like you can scratch, like when I brought my kids to scratch the lottery tickets and we won like $1 or $2, you need to be grateful because those are wins. They're probably not 10,000 like you want, but as you start appreciating the little things that the manifestations start giving you, they start multiplying, really. They really start multiplying, you guys. Trust me. Trust me, okay? They really do. I have an example here. If you want to create your own business, okay, so if you always, I don't know, you always wanted to make money, you're trying to think of a way to make extra, bucks on the side, you would write, I am my own boss, okay, 3 times. Then you write it out with the intention 6 times, like I'm running my own business. So this is kind of mixing it. It's not saying it over and over again. So there's ways of writing it. So I'm just kind of giving an example of something else that could actually help you manifest it. Following by writing an action 9 times, such as I am receiving money as the boss of my business, of my own business. So try it for a month and see for yourself. It is like almost guaranteed that things are going to manifest. It's insane. So again, you can either write the same thing over and over, like I have a loving partner, I am wealthy. You could do that 3 times in the morning, 6 times in the afternoon, 9 times at night. Or you can kind of switch it up and you would start writing, I am my own boss. And you do that 3 times, okay? And then in the afternoon, you'll write, I am running my own business. So you're gonna write that 6 times, remember? 3, 6, 9. And at night, you'll write, I am receiving money. I am receiving money as the boss of my business. So As you can see, it's all related, but it's very like as if it's acquired. It's with you. Okay, so it's really, really powerful, you guys. So you can decide to either write the same thing over and over again, 3, 6, or 9 times, or change it up, but as if it's accomplished in different, you know, manifestation wordings. So another exercise is writing out a detailed dream scenario of how one of your wishes is coming true. For example, you might describe how you meet your dream partner and what they look like. I did that. That's how I met my ex-husband. And it's as vivid and clear as it could be. It was 16 years ago. I'll never forget. I was laying in my bed in Florida. I was alone. I remember crying from a relationship that just wasn't working out. You know, he was very successful, but I didn't know that he was attached. He was already in a relationship. So when I found out, I was devastated. And I remember laying there and thinking, this is what I want. And I pictured him. And it's funny because when I did meet him a week later, he was exactly what I wanted. Do it writing at 3 a.m. or anytime in the morning? Anytime in the morning, the minute you wake up. If 3 a.m. is the morning that you wake up, you do it at 3 a.m. If you wake up at 6 in the morning and that's when you have your coffee, first thing you do, you write it down. Okay, in the afternoon, you write it 6 times. At night, you write it 9 times. Okay, so again, so another exercise is writing out a detailed dream scenario of how one of your wishes is coming true. So say, I'm so excited that my wish is coming true. Nice to meet you too, Rob. Thank you so much for joining. I really appreciate you. Thanks. And so you write it as if your dream has come true already, you guys. So you're writing it like, I'm so excited, you're in my life now, and you've acquired it. Okay, so you've acquired what you're manifesting. I know it's a little weird because a lot of you are thinking, and you start with your negative, right? Because you're like, well, that's never going to happen, or how's that even going to work? And once you start that, then it kind of negates, it kind of like cuts out what you're working toward. But I'm telling you guys, do it for 1 month and check back with me and tell me what is manifested around that. Now, again, you may not become a millionaire and have a business tomorrow morning, but it's going to give you the tools to get there. Okay, slowly. All right, just like the Pishu does. Okay. If you have any questions, you guys go ahead and ask away before I move on to the next one. Okay. Vision board, you guys. I wanted to make one and show it to you. I didn't get a chance because I was traveling this week. But vision boards hold a lot of power. And it's funny because I had my kids do a vision board and 90% of the vision board came true, including my daughter's camp. Now, I wouldn't have been able to afford it if it wasn't for that special. So I got linked the site where I bought my journal. Yes, of course, of course. Audra bought the journal. She shared that with me via Messenger yesterday night or early this morning because I couldn't sleep. But she will go ahead and share the link with you all. If you guys want to get it, there's a special that they're running, and it comes with a stone, I believe like a moonstone. In the shape of a moon, I believe that's what it is, and it's called a moonstone. I'm not sure, but I know the end of the year is approaching, so you probably can benefit from that journal for just a few more months until, you know, December, and then you'll have to purchase the 2023. But I think that's why there's a huge discount. But she'll post a link, and you guys, if you're interested, go ahead and purchase that. If that's gonna help you to manifest and write those things down every day, I would definitely jump on that opportunity ASAP. Okay. All right, so the vision board holds a lot of power. Like I said, my kids did it, and it's incredible how things came true. My daughter wanted a little business. Her little business came true. She wanted SeaWorld. She put like dolphins. I ended up getting a super deal. Don't ask. I just emailed someone and I said, whenever there's a special, can you please let me know, because it's pretty expensive. You didn't see my last input. My husband's birthday is 369. What? March 1969. I said that immediately when we met. He loved it. Oh, that's so cool. Holy crap, that is so cool. That means that this video has a message for you, Candy. A lot of times when we see similarities, that means that, you know, the universe is actually calling you. So this video is for you. So listen carefully. It might be a message in for you, okay? Just like when you're seeing numbers that repeat themselves, like 333 and 555, and sometimes, not sometimes, most likely, not most likely. Okay, that's really negative. See, I have to correct myself. There will be a message from the universe that will come within a time frame. We can't say, but you're getting closer to your goal, okay? and you're manifesting it. It's just letting you know that it's listening to you. And the way that it lets you know that, it's by messages, by numbers. I think we talked about that on the last live, not last week, but the week before that, you guys. All right. So let's see here. Where are we? Okay, so vision board, grab a bunch of magazine, obviously, cut out, you know, the images that really speak to you and that are relating to what it is that you want, right? The great way to manifest what you want is to see it daily. Every time you see it, you remind yourself of what you want. All right. After you finish making your dream board, hang in a space you see every day on your wall, when you wake up, in the bathroom, it doesn't matter, like your bedroom or bathroom. Okay. And then you see it. Like, for example, when we got this house, we couldn't afford a backyard, renovated backyard. It was just dirt for the longest time. It was disgusting. The dirt would go into the pool. The pool kind of broke down for a while. The pool was green. It was just like a mess. And we had this for about 12 years until we got divorced. Now, I decided to save some money so that I can finish the backyard because that was my dream. And every time I wanted to do it, it was always a no, no, no from this other person because we needed to kind of save that money, which made sense. But I always wanted to. All right, so Audra is sharing this site for everyone to see. Awesome, Hanija, thank you. And so I decided to get it all turfed out. All right, and I wanted my gazebo. There's like so much that I wanted, and I had pictured it and visualized it. And this one guy came along. It's so funny. My kids had a lemonade stand outside. This guy came for a drink, and then we're talking, and I'm like, oh, you know, you guys are working hard, you know, doing turfs around here and whatever, because you can see in his car he had fake grass. And then I'm like, I've always wanted that. And he goes, oh, our prices are really competitive. If you're interested, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, yeah, of course I'm interested. And he goes, we also do tiles. Oh, I'm sorry. I think he had specialized in tiles more than anything. Was it tiles that I saw? Oh, it was tiles. I apologize, you guys. It was tiles. So he ended up doing my tiles for super, super cheap. And then he's the one who referred me to, he's like, my best friend does turf if you're interested. And he really doesn't charge a lot. So he can come for an estimate. And he ended up coming for an estimate and giving me an estimate. I was like, is he for real? Like, this price is like a joke? Or is he going to do a good job? Because it's so cheap, right? He did a great job. My backyard is amazingly beautiful. It looks amazing. And I am so blessed. Like, he did a great job. So, and I have a lot of green. You know, some people choose a little area. I wanted it all green so the kids could do, you know, cartwheels or whatever. So I was really, really lucky to get that. But again, it was just something I manifested it for 10 years. Every day I'd look out and be like, it needs grass. It needs grass. I'm tired of just looking out and all I see is dirt flying everywhere, and it's just gross, you know? You just can't really, kids can't do anything. They can't play, and if it's raining, it's muddy, and I just wanted grass so bad. And we tried with the real grass, but then you need winter grass, and then it dies, and then you need the sprinklers, and then that doesn't function well. Then you have to call the guy, and I just was like, no, 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 no. Anyway, so I am just happy that I manifested that. So again, keep thinking and looking. And I looked at it every day for 10 years, you guys, because every time I look out and I'm doing the dishes, I see my grass and I'm like, no, 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 no. I saw the dirt and I was like, I don't like it. I want grass. I want grass. I want I said it enough that it happened. Okay. So whatever you want to manifest, see it every day. Every day, every day, every day, every day, every day, every day. Eventually it's going to be like, okay, fine, here it is. Okay. What is the quickest way to manifest? All right, so practice gratitude, you guys. Practice, practice. And I will talk about it also in this book. And it's got some cute example that you guys know you're going to use. And it's going to change everything about manifestation. Where am I at? I lost my page. Where am I at? Oh, okay. I forgot. I skipped one. It says, write a letter from your future self. So whoever here has a journal or a paper to write on, definitely write this down because we didn't cover that the last time I spoke. And when I read that, I'm like, you know what? I didn't tell them about this and I want to share that with them. This is a reflective exercise that allows you to speak from a place you want to be, okay? In this letter, write to your present self from the perspective of your future self, if you follow me. This person can be a year or even 10 years into the future, okay? Make the letter detailed. Talk about your accomplishment and how it feels to be where you've always wanted to be. Again, it's bringing you to that feeling because manifestation is not just something you want or think, it's something you're feeling. So again, this is helping you to get to that feeling so you keep feeling that feeling until you get it, if that makes any sense. So basically, I feel very, okay, so talk about your accomplishments and how it feels to be where you've always wanted to be. Okay, so where you when you're done with your note, put a date on it so you can read it in the future. Isn't that cool? Like, write it down, put an envelope, put the date, or put the date on the paper and put it away. All right. Hopefully this also serves as motivation to complete your goals. And then one day you'll read it and be like, oh man, I remember I wanted that. And here I am. I'm in this predicament right now, in this positive predicament. I'm in this future self already. Isn't that cool, you guys? When I read that, I'm like, I am so doing this. This after I'm done with this live, I am doing that because I want to read it again 10 years from now and be like the woman that I've always wanted to be. And I want to be in a place that, you know, that is different than it is now. And I want to look back and be like, I remember, you know, maybe not the struggles per se, but what I was feeling and what I wanted so bad for myself. Okay, what's the quickest way to manifest, you guys? Practice gratitude and generosity right now. Right now, practice gratitude and generosity, okay? I know it's hard because sometimes we're envious, and that's when the power of the secret is going to come into play now, and I'll show you how to do that because that has helped me. You guys, it saved my life. If you guys stick to the end of this video, it will save your life. It saved mine. I swear to God, when I tell you I had dark thoughts, and I'm not one to have dark thoughts, it was so dark that if it wasn't for the book, and I'm going to credit this book a lot because if it wasn't for this book, when I read it and when I needed to hear what I needed to hear, it saved my life, okay? Because when you think you're at the end of your rope and there's just nothing else working out and you're going to be broke and you don't even know how to maintain a house and you have kids and you have no financial support, everything that you depended on, that you trusted is gone, and you feel betrayed, you get into that dark hole, trust me. And I didn't think that I could because I'm a strong person and blah, blah, blah. Now I'm going to do amazing. I hit rock bottom so hard that I just was like, what do I do? Do I keep hitting it? You know, it's going to go back up. Eventually you can't go lower than that. But what do you do once you're floating the low to the lowest? It was hard, you guys. This book got me out of it. I swear to God. Okay. And I mean that. I really mean that. Like, I don't see anything I don't mean, and I don't preach anything I don't believe in. But this book saved my life. It really, truly did. Hopefully it will for you as well. Even if it's just something that's really dark, but it could be something you're going through that you just need that extra push. Just someone to just kind of say something to make you feel like, okay, today it's worth living. You know, it's just one more day. And this book has done it for me. It's incredible. The things that they say, I mean, you guys can get it, or you can just keep watching you know, my lives, you guys, because I'm going to kind of concentrate this month about it, because not only has it healed me, but I've forgotten so many of these things. And sometimes I do go back to dark holes. Sometimes my anger gets the best of me. Sometimes I do compare, but we're going to get there. But, you know, I have my ups and downs too. And sometimes my downs, I think I'm doing okay. But reading it again this morning so that I could share some stories with you and share some of their knowledge here, I remember thinking, yeah, I'm not doing this right. This is why I'm not getting out of that. You know, I want to stop going through that roller coaster that I kind of put myself in. But we'll get to that later. Okay, so practice gratitude, you guys. It's about increasing your vibration, right? Which simply means allowing yourself to experience love and joy right now. Okay? It says to do so, take stock of what you have now and express gratitude for it. So whatever it is that you have now, how long does it take to manifest our desires? Levi's asking, how long does it take to manifest our desire? It could take literally a minute. It could take 5 minutes. It could take a week. It could take a month. It could take years. Like my turf grass, took me 10 years, okay? But I never gave up. I never gave up because every time I'd look at it, I was like, I want grass. That's what I want. Even I'd look in newspaper, this is what I want. It's funny because when it came down to it, I just did not know how I wanted the backyard to look like. I wanted it so bad, but I just didn't know the details, and he had to draw different designs. I knew what I didn't want, and then when he did it, I was just like, I don't even know. It's here now, and I can't even decide. So see how specific you have to be when you want something. That's probably why I didn't get it as quickly, because I wasn't specific as to what I wanted. I was looking at this blank canvas, and he's like, but where do you want the grass? And I'm like, I don't know. And then he's like, but where do you want, the pavement? I'm like, I don't know. This is something I've wanted all my life. How do I not know? It's because I was never specific as to what I want. The more specific you are, the more consistent you are at thinking about it, saying it, and feeling it, the more that it'll come, the quicker it'll come. Okay. So practice gratitude, you guys. Showing generosity toward others is another way to tell the universe that you have a lot to give and are ready for more. Okay, so the more you give, the more comes back. All right, and it's a cycle. All right, so show gratitude for what you have now. I'm grateful. Let's say you're kind of worried that you may not be able to make the mortgage next month, but I am grateful for this month for the roof over my head because you made it one more month, right? I'm grateful for my children. They're healthy every day. I'm grateful. And it's funny, like I told everybody, I do that at night. And come to find out, I got that from that. I didn't even know. I probably read it 2-3 years ago when all that crap happened to me. And it probably stayed in my subconscious because every night I look over to my partner and I'm excited. I'm holding his hand. I'm kissing him goodnight. There's no one there, but in my mind there is. So I keep manifesting that. And apparently the power of manifestation at night is actually stronger than manifestation any other time. And I will read that as well. It's funny because I've been doing it without even thinking about it. I just felt like at night it's just more quiet for me. I don't meditate because I don't know, my mind will not shut down for just a second. But I will kind of think, I do feel it. Like I'll breathe in and breathe out and be like, I am so happy right now because I'm not alone, I'm with you. And I don't know, and I just go to bed peacefully with that thought. And then your subconscious works, right? Whatever you suggested. I don't go to bed thinking I have bills. I don't go to bed now. Whenever I see bills, I'm thankful. Thank you. Because without the bill, I wouldn't have the electricity that I have. Now, if it's high or not, I don't dwell over that, even though sometimes I feel like that. But electricity bills through the roof. But you don't want to think that way. You want to say thank you. And the more you say thank you, the more, I'm not saying the more bills you get, but the more grateful it understands it. And the more it gives you money to pay for it. Okay? All right, now we're kind of sidetracking a little bit. Be present. Try to refrain from wishing things had been different. Okay? Don't think about the past and how it has happened for a reason for you to be where you are at now. Okay? You are now where you're at now because you need to be there. There was a lesson that was taught. Maybe things didn't work out the way you needed them, but there was a lesson, something that you had to go through in order to be you today. Okay? Try to refrain from wishing things, all right, from the past. Be here now. Make the most out of every moment. Your actions today will help decide what comes tomorrow. So if you're thinking, gosh, you're living in the past, so you're attracting that constantly. But if you're living in the present and you're appreciating, things will come. I'll give you an example. My daughter is very positive, my little one. Every day she watches, I think his name is Darman. All right, she watches that every day. Don't ask. Kids like to watch, SpongeBob. She likes to watch Doraemon. She has motivation quotes on her cell phone. Every morning she'll read them out loud. She's very positive. She's just always been like that. Maybe because I am like that, and I've taught them indirectly that way. Like I've never taught her, but she sees me as she mimics me. Right? Kids always mimic what they see. And we were at SeaWorld. We're walking around, and she's like, Mom, I feel like so happy today. I feel like positive. I feel like good things happen to me. And I'm like, yes, of course they do. She's got her little bracelet to bring her luck and whatnot. Sure enough, we're in the audience. Guess who calls who to go to the dolphin show and to be the center of attention for 10 minutes where she feeds the dolphin and whatnot? My daughter. They pointed at her house in the audience. There was probably thousands of people. I kid you not. I wish I had I think I have a picture in here. And she got to feed the dolphin. She got to pet it. She, Harry, it's been a while seeing your huge hug. Oh, thank you, John Joe. So nice to see you. Thank you again for joining us today. I'm so happy you're here. And so she was called out of the whole audience to approach the aquarium and to basically, they made fun of her at one point because they, the dolphins threw water on her and everybody's laughing. And so, but she was called, and this was like a dream come true for her. That was so sweet. And she came and sit next to me. She's like, Mommy, that I always get like good things happening. And I'm like, yes, because you're positive. And the more you think that way, the more you get. Now, literally, as we're walking out, this lady comes up to me and she's like, well, I wanted to thank you for participating. We'll give you 2 passes so you could choose whatever ride that you want. You get to do it over and over again. It's kind of like a Q pass. And we're like, really? Okay. So we kind of, she's like, you see, I keep on bringing good things. And she is really lucky. She really is. And again, it's her state of mind. Okay. And she could have been like, oh, I never get that, or I don't do that. But she came in, it was so positive, so happy. And she goes, she appreciates the smallest thing. And you can actually learn from this 9-year-old. I kid you not. But maybe later on tonight, later on after this, close to the end of this video, maybe I'll show you a little clip. Hopefully there's no sound, because if there is, then they kind of shut down my YouTube video from like the last time we did a YouTube video. I had the TikTok guy sing, and I had him sing for you guys. My YouTube video was flagged, and it's like, oh my gosh, and I'm like, no, I can't do that. So I had to remove it and redo it and cutting that part, which kind of sucks. But yeah, I have to be careful. You know, YouTube is really picky with, you know, stealing songs or using. So you have to watch what you say, and you have to watch how you know, music that you use. Well, I just blindly was excited to share with you guys a video of the song of money, you know, money on top and money on. I got in trouble. Did I ever get in trouble? Okay. All right. So no more trouble now. Yeah. Shelly, stay out of trouble. Yes, sir. You too. Okay. All right. So be present and wish, and refrain from wishing things had been different. Okay. You are where you are. Accept it. There's a reason. There's a lesson. Let's accept it. Whether it's positive and negative, sometimes it hurts, but guess what? It is what it is. Okay. I know it sucks. So we have to suck it up. All right. Be open to receiving. Be honest with our dreams. See, be open to receiving. I have such a hard time with that. And I always talk about that. I don't know why I have a hard time receiving. I think it's from my upbringing with my mom. I don't know what it is, or my parents, but I have a hard time receiving, and I have to stop saying that. I'm accepting. I'm receiving. Okay. Be honest with your dreams. Be honest. Don't be like, I want this and this and this. Because I've had my kids tell me, Mommy, if you were to win the lottery, what would you do with the money? And I'm like, I don't know. Because like, well, would I buy another big house? No, because a big house, we're in a big house, and I could barely see my kids. This was my dream house. I bought my dream house when we had, you know, we were financially comfortable, my ex and I. But it was a big house. It didn't feel cozy like the first house we were in. Okay. And then I'm thinking, do I want a boat? But what am I going to do with a boat? Like, and then do I want a jet? No. When am I going to fly? Do I want to travel? Yeah, I want to travel, but I'm traveling now. I get to go wherever I want. So maybe I'll have more time with my kids, but I have the time that I need with my kids. So it's funny how, yeah, I'd be financial secure for sure. For sure. Don't get me wrong. All my bills would be paid. But right now I'm making enough to cover. Okay. And a little bit extra, tiny bit, not enough to say that I'm comfortable, but it pays the bills, whatever it is that I'm doing right now. So I'm not complaining. All right. Remember to always be positive and when you say things. Okay. But also if I had that much more, yes, it would be in the account sitting there, but like what more can I get to make me happy? I'm already happy. I'm happy with what I have, even when I didn't have any, which sometimes I don't get me wrong. You know, my job goes up and down. It's not always, you know, it's not always, how do you say that? When you make money, how do you say that? Profitable? Yeah. So it's not always profitable, and it's up and down. You know, I don't have a 9-to-5 job. I do have a 9-to-5 job when I am working, but again, it's hard, because what if you get injured, or what if you can't get to work, but I'm not seeing it like that. I'm just seeing like I'm comfortable with what I have now, because I made the best of what I need. And yeah, I mean, have you ever guys thought about that? Like, what would you do with a lot more money? Maybe you'd pay off your car. Okay, that's great. But then what else? Because remember, you have millions now. Okay, so think about that. How many cars do you need to be happy? How many houses do you need to be happy? How many travels do you need to be happy? Right? I mean, it's good to have money, but you want to be happy. You don't want to you know, because a lot of money makes you buy a lot more things, which means a lot more responsibility, a lot more bills, because you got to maintain those things, and it's more money, right? Yeah. So think about it. Is money really what you want? Like that much? Yeah. Right? I always think that to myself. I don't like money, but like, how much money do you need to be happy? Right? 1 million, 2 million, 5 million, 10 million. What would you do with all that? Once you die, you pass it on to, I don't even know if it's passable from the lottery. You know, when you win the lottery tickets, you know, they pay you chunks. You either decide to get in one lump, or you get it every month. But if you get it in one lump, they take so much out that you're left with half of whatever you were asked or you were promised. And then if you get it monthly, once you pass away, it doesn't go on to a family member, so you've lost all that. So how much can you, let's say you're making $35,000 a month. That's awesome. I mean, that's amazing. But what do you do with all that? You can burn it. You can, but doing what? Drinking, partying, you know, maybe helping others. That's where you start thinking, I would probably help others that are in, you know, a really bad predicament. They're losing their house and they need it. That's probably what I would probably do. All right. So be open to receiving. Be honest with your dreams. Do you have the time and space for new love, if that's what you want? Do you have the time and space, or are you too busy? But then that's why you have to be realistic with what you want. You want a lot of money. What are you going to do with all that? Okay? Maybe you want money, but just enough to get you comfortable for a few years, right? Until you, so you gotta keep busy. You can't have $1 million and sit around and then what? Watch TV all day? That's not gonna keep you motivated to do what you wanna do, right? Do you have the capacity to welcome new business? Sometimes we don't get what we want because we haven't shown ourselves or the universe that we're truly ready to have what we want. See, that's what I was saying. Are you really truly ready to receive it? Let's say you want, I don't know, you want a relationship. But right now, I don't think my kids are ready to have a stepdad, or I don't think I'm ready to give up children. Maybe it's not the time. Maybe that's why he's not coming. You know, it has nothing to do with, oh, I can't find someone. It's just not, I'm not ready, or the universe doesn't think that it's the right timing. So that's really important too, right? So think about that. Say, why isn't things coming? You know, stay positive. Push away negative thoughts, you guys. Every time you have them, push, especially about your goals and the things that you care about. Having melancholy attitude can put a damper on the energy. So how to be ready? Levi says, so how to be ready? I'll get to that, I promise. In the book, it'll answer a lot of questions. Thank you so much. So try to train your mind to replace pessimist thoughts with optimist one. Okay, so like, for example, the bills. Now, I took the bills from the book because I read it a few years ago. I haven't seen that now, but it just, I even made a video about that. If you guys go back to my videos about the power of the subconscious and whatnot, and manifestation, they do say how thankful you need to be for your bills. And I know it sounds crazy because you're like, oh, darn bill. Because every time a bill comes, you always say negative thing. Ever since I've been saying positive, I've been getting checks in the mail. And it's random. I even got this one thing. Oh, shit, it's downstairs. It says, hey, you're getting a $20 gift card. Just review the item that you just purchased. And I just saying thank you for the bills. I remember we went and get it at the mailbox. It was yesterday. Super hot. We stopped at the mailbox, got all the mail, came home. And I'm like, thank you so much for all the bills. I really appreciate you for the water that you're giving me and the electricity in this hot weather. So on and so forth. As we're going through it, it says $20 gift card. Please share a review and we'll send you $20. I shared a review. They sent me $20. It was like that fast. So out of my bills, I got $20. It's little, but it's something. And I'm always getting something because I'm thankful. I used to have such a negative, like, oh no, bills I don't want to see. I hate them. And ever since I've been grateful for my bills, things have been coming in. So you guys be grateful. I'm telling you, be thankful. Thank you. Thank you for providing this for me. Thank you for my cell phone. Thank you for being able to communicate with my mom and communicate with you guys, because now I have, you know, Wi-Fi. All right. Push away negative thoughts. We talked about that. And train your mind to replace negative thoughts with positive ones. Yeah. Take time to meditate, clearing your mind, which is helpful when setting intentions. So clear your mind. I can't do that. So you already know I don't like reading except for this book. This book is like just sold me from day one. I have the first one. This is actually the second one. All right, so let's go to the book and meditate. I suck at meditating. Gosh, I tried and my friend showed me how, and I can't quiet my mind. It doesn't want to. And I tried so many ways and I'm like, it's not for me. Not for me. I am a bastard. All right. Okay, so this is really cool. I'm going to try to summarize it real quick because we have, what, 15 minutes or so? All right, so I want you to understand what happens to you when you give love through your good feelings, because it is truly magnificent. All right, Levy, thank you. So when bad things happen to you, you give it bad feelings. Am I right? Yes. So let's say, I don't know, Give me a scenario, you guys, something that you're struggling with, something that is bothering you. Anybody. If you have anything that you're going through, maybe I could use you as an example. I'll take me, for example. I want to be with someone, okay? And when I see a couple that's so happy, what do you think I feel? How do you think I feel? Now I feel different because I've learned how to train myself to do, to see it different. But when I used to see that, especially after my breakup, I had, a lot of anger. I had a hard time looking at it. I was feeling cheated. I was angry. I was like, why do they get to be happy and I don't? What did I do? So there was a lot of negative feelings when I would see a happy couple, right? So if feelings create a magnetic field that completely surrounds you. Aircon died in my car. Air conditioning? Oh, air conditioning. Oh, gosh. Okay. Okay. So her air conditioning, so Audra is sharing a story, and her air conditioning is dying in her car. It's super hot. You're stuck in your car. Two ways to look at it. The way I would look at it would be, okay, well, that's the trained me. So the untrained me, which could be you guys, since you're watching, you'd be like, darn, like, really? What the heck is wrong with this car? Or how am I going to find a towing? How much is this going to cost me? Those are just valid, concerns. I would look at it as, yes, we're going to rent a car now. What car are we going to rent? Let's get probably a convertible. Yeah. And if we can't afford one, let's have our friend come pick us up. We haven't seen her in so long, right? I want her to come pick me up. Let's just see if we can find someone. If not, let's get an Uber. Let's jump on an Uber. Maybe the guy's super nice. Let's just chat away. I want to hear what he has to say. I'm kind of curious who's driving today. And then let's just kind of stop on the way. Let's just get drive-thru and share french fries with him. Maybe like he hasn't had french fries, or maybe he wants a hamburger, and let's just kind of chill with him or her. Or let's just, I don't know. Let's just walk. Maybe your air conditioning died down literally 5 blocks down. Let's just walk. Let's just reconnect with your thoughts. You may not be with your children. You may be by yourself. But, let's just walk and appreciate nature. Maybe we haven't done that in a while. Maybe that's the message that was manifesting to me at that point. It could just be, and the fact that you're hot, you're opening the windows, right? Because obviously you can't just leave them closed. You're suffocating. But the air is coming in. What does that tell you? Maybe you need to be in contact with nature a little more. Maybe you haven't been out. You haven't really stopped to breathe and appreciate the air, appreciate the outdoors. Maybe you could just stop at stop at a park, and get out of your car, remove your shoes like Pretty Woman, walk into the grass, relax, sit down. Maybe take your drink with you. Could be alcohol, could be cookies, could be something you haven't done in a long time. Or maybe bring a big book and sit by the tree. There's a reason why things happen. Now, did you see how many good reasons I gave as compared to just 1 or 2 bad reasons I gave you? There's things that happen for a reason. It's how you see things, okay? Are you understanding that? And she just gave me a random example. I was giving you an example about being with someone, and I had the worst thoughts, like, oh my God, it could be so negative sometimes. So you guys are not the only ones. Love your positive ways of looking at it. Thanks, Shelly. You're so welcome. You are absolutely welcome. And I do think that way all the time. My car did break down in the Walmart nearby. And it was hot. This was last year. Oh my gosh. We called it towing. It took 2.5 hours to get there. So we stayed in the Walmart, and I told them, let's go shopping. We ended up finding some little things that we had never even noticed while we were shopping. We got a bottle of water each. We're chilling. We're looking at people getting haircuts. My daughter's like, should I get a haircut too? And I'm like, no. We ate something at McDonald's, which was inside. We shared, we hadn't had like time like that where we're just not on the go, right? So they towed the car to the dealership, and I was like, just deal with it. They'll give me the bill later. I don't care right now. We just have to figure out how to get around. So we get an Uber back home. And because I didn't have a car, we couldn't go eat, so we ordered out. And we had the best burger, local burger, that I never even thought I would order. We had the best burger together. I ordered that, and I ordered ice cream. I'm like, does ice cream actually come? Because we were supposed to go for ice cream later that day. So actually, believe it or not, that ice cream place, they actually put 10 times more ice cream when you order it out. Because it goes by weight, you kind of get the machine, and they put 10 times more in your ice cream because you're ordering. So we got double ice cream. We sat by the pool. We ate it. It was the funnest thing. And we ended up discovering an app called Turo, which is people that, just like you and me, that are just renting out their cars for really cheap. So I went online, found the app Turo, which I didn't even know existed, because we couldn't really rent. It was at the airport. The airport is really far from me, and I'm like, nah, I don't want to spend the money to go there. Let's just find let's find an app that we could rent cars. Found one. If you guys ever get stuck, get Turo, Turo. I swear to God, they're the best. They're just people. They're just renting out their car, literally. And we found someone for $25 a day for a convertible Mustang. I took it for a week because they told me it would take about a week to fix my car. The ignition wasn't working. And I think I told that story before. And so I called the guy and I said, hey, I might take an Uber to you. Where are you? And I want to rent this. And he's like, yeah, no problem. Pay on the website and, reserve the days that are available, because he gets it rented out. I mean, at that price, come on. I ended up getting an Uber to him. We got into the car. And he goes, whenever your car is ready, I'll drop you off if you need to. I'll drop you off home if you need to. He was super nice. We ended up renting his car for a week for like peanuts. And we had such a blast, my daughter and I. We took off the top. We went drive-through. Like at night, we took like night drives. It was the best thing that ever happened to us, which was my car breaking down. See? That's what I'm saying, you guys. There's a reason for everything. Sometimes the reason we don't see it right away. Like my divorce. Why am I divorced? Why are my kids suffering? But the more and more I think about it, the more I think that I had to find myself again. I lost myself in this marriage, you guys. 15 years, you kind of do things for other people, and the free-spirited, happy me was gone. What you see now was not there when I was married, and it took that to find myself, and I'm so happy again. It's funny because it took me 3 years to realize that that's what I needed. 2.5 years actually. That it's been a while, but now that I look at myself, I look back, I'm happy. I'm happy. I'm developing. I'm doing things I love. Things that you're welcome, Levy. And I'm doing things that I never thought I could, because I was always told the no. I'm free spirited. I want to do this. No, you can't. I want to travel. No, it's too expensive. I want to do the grass. No, you can't. There's always a no, because he was brought up with parents that were really strict, and it was always no. And I'm always optimistic. I'm always like, da, da, da. And my light shut down. You know how this little light, everybody has this cute little light? My light was gone. I was like this, okay. Like I just didn't feel life in me anymore. And I didn't understand why all that happened, because the universe wanted me to find me again. Took me 2.5 years to realize this, because until even recently, I was like, why is this happening to me? But sometimes things happen for you because there's something that has changed in you, and if it wasn't for that, you wouldn't appreciate it otherwise. You know what I mean? Like, you wouldn't appreciate what you had if you hadn't hit rock bottom, or you wouldn't appreciate what you have now today if that hadn't happened to you. So I know it's kind of a hard pill to swallow for those of you that have gone through trauma and a lot of things, and I understand sometimes you're like, I still don't deserve what happened to me, and I understand that. Or I don't understand that because I'm not in your shoes. But what I can tell you is it has made you a stronger person, and this is the person that they want you to be. And when I say they, you can believe in different gods at this point. I don't know who I'm speaking to. You can have different religion, different background, different beliefs, but they could include the universe and your gods, all right? Wanted you to be there for a purpose, okay? Think about that. All righty. Mr. Power is getting deep here. Okay, so what I really wanted to get to is that every single time you give a love to something, through your feelings, words, or action, you add more love to the field around you. Okay, so the more love you give, the greater, more powerful is your magnetic field. See, when I let out love right now, I'm radiant. And if I'd be like, I hate you all, like you see that negativity, it's not doesn't radiate the right way. You don't attract the right people. So it's really important to be positive at all times, okay, to attract that. But that's not what I want to get at. Okay, so I wanted to talk about this one thing here. I read it and it was so powerful, and I was like, I have to share this with you guys. Okay, she gives an example here, and I'm going to show you because this happens to me all the time. I want to share a very simple situation that happened in my life that demonstrates how fast love can work. I love flowers, and so I do my best to have fresh flowers each week because they make me feel happy. So again, everything that makes you feel happy, you guys do it. Life is too short, okay? Don't wait for someone. Do what makes you happy. Usually I buy flowers from a farmer's market. But that day, there was no flowers. So there was 2 ways of thinking about that. Be like, oh, shit. I'm not going to be happy today. Like, this is not going to, work out, blah, blah, blah. Or you can say my response, that there was no flowers, it's a good thing, she said. It would make me appreciate the love of flowers even more. Do you see? It's the way that you approach. It's so funny. I've been using that, you guys, and it works. But wait, I'm not done. Instead of feeling disappointed, I chose to feel love. And so I filled my magnetic field with the love of flowers. So she's like, it's okay. It's going to make me appreciate it when it comes back next week, right? Within 2 hours, I received a delivery from an enormous vase of flowers from across the other side of the world. My sister has sent me the most beautiful flowers I've ever seen, thanking me for something I had done for her. Oh my God, I'm getting chills, right? When you can give love, no matter what the circumstances must change. Do you see what I'm saying? The circumstances must change because you're giving it a different vibe. It's all about you. Once you guys understand that it's your way of responding to things that will influence your surrounding, it's not your surrounding that's changing. It's how you see your surrounding that's going to change everything, okay? Now you can appreciate why it is so important to choose love. Give it love. I love my bills. I love my situation. I love love, but mean it. Because every time you give love, you increase and multiply the love in the magnetic field around you. The more love you give in your day-to-day life, the greater the magnetic power of love you have in the field around you, and everything you want will fall at your feet. Literally, I swear to God, it works for me. I've been using that and it works all the time. Okay, so I think we got that. It says there's no distance too great, no obstacles it cannot overcome. Time cannot stand in its way. You can change anything in your life by harnessing the greatest power in the universe. And all you have to do is give love, even to the most negative stuff. Okay, well, speaking of which, so if there is something that you do not relate, like for me, for example, there's one thing that really rubs me the wrong way. It is my ex with his new wife and his baby. That is definitely something that hurts, okay, and it still hurts till today. Now this is something very personal. I don't know if I should be bringing it up, but so when I think about that, I don't have positive thoughts. Okay, I can't just send love and energy. So they actually explain to you that if that is to happen, because it's something that's really hurtful, don't give it any of your energy. Don't give it positive, don't give it a negative, just let it be. Okay, because if you give it negative, you guys, it's telling you that you need it and it keeps giving it to you tenfold. Okay, so it's very important. If there's something that hurts you, something that you cannot hack, and something that you can't accept, and something that is not beneficial for you, you do not give it energy. Okay, it's really important. Don't give it negative, don't give it positive, don't give it love, just let it be. Okay, that's really important. That's what I retained from this book, and that's what I've been doing ever since, and it works. Now, if you start giving it negative, you guys, it will backfire you. I'm not saying that all the negative will come to you, but it's listening, and the universe is listening as if this is what you want, okay? Because the more you beg for something, or the more you're bothered by something, the more, even if you're bothered by something negatively, it'll come. It'll start coming to you, guys, even if you don't want it. Because it doesn't understand the positive and the negative. It just understands that you are talking about the same thing, okay? So if I'm saying I hate it, then it starts coming. So guess what? You don't give it energy. Don't give it energy, and you'll be fine. Now give it love to things that you want, things that you love, things that you appreciate. I give it, even if things that you don't like, for example, and you're gonna be like, but you don't like the situation. That's two different things, okay? There's one thing that I don't like, let's say bills. I don't like bills, but one situation that hurts really deep, I don't give it energy because I can go to the negative area really fast, okay? And it's a deep area, it's a deep black hole there. So I don't give it any energy, and it just kind of leaves me alone, okay? Now we're gonna talk about the point of creation, and we have 1 minute. Oh, we don't have time. tonight, but I wanted to talk about that. It's so interesting. But we'll talk about it next live, you guys. Don't get the book just yet because I want to kind of cover the book. Or you can get the book. You guys could do whatever you want. But I think this book is super powerful. This is the second book. If you guys ever want to get the first one, it's about $25, I believe. This is $23.95. You probably can get it on Amazon. But if you don't get it, keep watching my live because I kind of summarize it. And sometimes when someone explains it and shares their story, I think it just kind of, you can relate a little more. So let me tell you the story. All right, we're gonna end. We have we have a minute left. I wish we had an hour. I'm gonna do the cards. Drum roll. Who's excited for the cards? Let me go get them. Okay. I only have those. Let me see what else I have. All right. Let's do your cards. See what you guys have for this week. Okay, so FYI, I am almost done with creating my not tarot cards, they are actually oracle cards. So I'm almost done with my oracle cards and they are amazing. So I cannot wait to share them with you guys, seriously. If you guys are ever interested in purchasing them, you can go ahead, but I will start using them for a little bit just to see how accurate, but they're awesome. Yes. All right. Oh, whoa. Okay. Oh, I see Taurus. Is there anybody that's Taurus here in the room? Taurus just jumped out at me here. We've got some jumpers. See here. I call them another jumper. Okay. Well, we have 3 jumpers. Perfect. All right, you guys. It's time. It's time. It's the time again. Okay. We got 3 cards here. We have 1. We have 2. And we have 3. Which one are you picking? Whoever answers first gets the reading first. Whichever one that you feel attracted to, you go for. You go for it. 1, Shelly. Okay, this would be 1. All right, Audra. You ready? That's for you for this week. It says, you and your loved ones are safe. New moon in Cancer. Here you go. All right, that is your reading. So how I see it is that you're going to feel some comfort. You're going to feel some security for some reason this week. If you felt insecure about any situation, you're going to feel just, you know, just being home sweet home. You're going to feel that little connection. Well, that's interesting. All right, I think I got someone else. La Vie, I think, said 2 or 3. Did you say 2? I forgot. You're so welcome. You are so welcome. All right, I think I saw a 2. All right, let's do 2. I think it was La Vie. Adjustments are required. 3rd quarter moon. Adjustments are required. All right, La Vie. What that means is you need to adjust some things, all right? And they are required in order for you to achieve whatever it is that you are trying to achieve. I'm sorry. So basically, you know, if you're putting a project together, if you're traveling, if you're thinking of doing something, or you are doing something, you definitely here, you need to make adjustments, you know, maybe give a little, give less, maybe adjust what it is that you're doing just to get to the end result. I hope that related to you. 3rd one, if you pick 3, I have your dreams need a practical plan. That basically goes hand in hand with the adjustments as well. And this would be like full moon in Taurus. So if you're Taurus, this is a message for you. Or if you're just, you pick number 3 and that you were attracted to this one, your dream needs a practical plan. So everybody has dreams, right? Everybody has dreams and aspiration. You're so welcome. Sometimes it's really important to have a plan, you guys. It's kind of like me. It's like me coming on live and going, today we're going to talk about, I don't know, the weather. I don't think you guys would be watching, right? Always have a plan of action. Know what you're going to be doing. Know what you're going to be. Okay, so this one just jumped at me. Sorry, I got to read it. Adjustments are required. Me too. Totally. It's funny because when I picked it, I'm like, well, that should have been mine. Well, careful what you manifest, right? Totally. So it's always good to be prepared, you guys, right? Very, very important. Speaking of which, because we are going over the hour by 3 minutes. Sorry about that, you guys. Bracelet, I've been wearing it. Another 2 checks this week. Thank you very much for manifesting. Love you. And I got the $20 Amazon card. And have a great day. Oh, Fiseha, thank you so much. Have a great day to you too. Thank you so much. If you guys want to, get your bracelet. We're gonna have the larger tag, which is coming actually, I want to say this week. I'm so excited to put it on there. Oh my gosh, it's a 25 millimeter. As you can see, it says the most beautiful words. There you go. I think you guys can read it. Can you read it? No, you can't. Universe always provides for me. There you go. I wanted to be very specific as to what I wrote. And I wanted to repeat that to myself every single day. And God, has it worked. This bracelet is awesome. You guys get your bracelet. I know it doesn't come cheap, and I'm so sorry. The imports on these ones are crazy. They're just really high quality. I mean, I've seen stone, but not like this. Like, these are incredible. They're huge too. If I'm not mistaken, they are, I want to say 18, but I could be wrong. Let me see. Yep. No. They're 14? Oh, they're 15. Okay, so they're 15 millimeters. Some are 15, 16, you know, they vary. They're never all exactly, but they are insanely beautiful, you guys. And even our quartz that is actually etched in Chinese wording that talks about manifesting. It is incredible. Then you're manifesting your money coin here, you guys. I'm telling you, everything is made of silver except for the outside little separators. Those are the only ones that are not silver, but that's silver in here. This is silver. The tag is silver. Just the tag itself is pretty expensive, but you are getting an amazing piece, you guys. Oh my God, I have been making so much money. It's not even funny. Oh my God, my daughter too. We've been getting really lucky, like positive vibes. Thank you so much, Livy. It is absolutely stunning. I have also the black one, and I think I've showed that to you. This one is stunning as well. This is the Manifesting Collection. All right, same tag. I did add the little Chinese silver. Everything is silver, you guys, again, except for the outsides here. You've got the obsidian, and you've got your etched quartz, and you got your coin. Now the coin is a little different. You got the kind of like the ancient coin, which is a little darker, and then you got the more silver, a little tiny bit bigger. It's a little more, I call it masculine. Not that it's for boys, but it's just more masculine if you like something a little more thicker. But this bracelet is stunning, you guys. Look at that. I get compliments all the time. Everywhere I go, it's like, where'd you get it? Where'd you get it? I love it, and it works. I mean, it's unbelievable. Okay, enough said. Now moving on to the latest bracelet. It's going to be on the website after I'm done with the live, so it's going to be posted. I have the web designer work on it. Here is the Success bracelet. I'm going to have one with the option of only one silver, and it's almost like, I don't know how to explain it. It's like etched, you know. My designer is incredible. He put the infinity sign on there, as you can see. Well, the infinity is kind of like this. These ones are like circles into circle, almost like an Audi, but because they're one into the other, it almost signifies, not almost, but it signifies infinity. So it's infinite success, you guys. This is what the meaning of the bracelet. This is real silver, and it's also etched. I don't know if you guys can see it. If you can see here, it's, oh gosh. Yeah, so it's all etched here. Etched on it. These ones are a little more polished, okay, but they're all silver. This is all silver, you guys. They are absolutely stunning. All right, I only have one more. If you guys are interested, like I said, look how beautiful it looks. Isn't that pretty? And the way that it shines, it almost like it lights up. It really is incredible. It is beautiful. Like I said, you could look on the Instagram account, you guys, that we have, powerful_bracelet. We've got picture. Thank you so much, Arja. It is gorgeous. And look how beautiful and fitted it looks. It's such a stunning piece of jewelry. My daughter took it and she's like, I kind of love it. I'm like, you can wear it. She wore it all day yesterday, all day. Because I made it small. My wrists are so tiny. My wrists are about like 6.3 to 6.5. And it's funny how hers was a little loose on her, but it almost was the same size, which is ridiculous. My wrists are like the tiniest. But if you look at it carefully, look how it shines when you do that. Just a reflection of the light. It is stunning, you guys. And what happens is, it's the, I can't even explain it. I wish I could do a close-up. But if you go on the Instagram account, you guys, there is a close-up picture of what I'm trying to talk about, which is right here, the etched, you know, what do you call it? The little piece here, the silver piece, and the little ball right here in between that separates them. And I'll have the option of having only one or only three. So one or three. Okay, and these ones are polished, and these ones are etched and etched. When I say etched, you'll see, if you look closely at the pictures, you'll see there, it's almost like it's, I don't know how to explain it, but they are absolutely stunning. I love them, and they make such a beautiful piece. I'm addicted to it now. It's over. It's over. Look at it. Doesn't it look like it's just like lighting up? They are gorgeous. Anyways, you're talking and you're doing things, and it just stands out so, and it looks like an expensive piece of jewelry. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's not cheap, but it's expensive looking because it is real. You can't go wrong with real silver, and it's pretty heavy as well. But if you're interested, this will be on the website. I love it. And again, we'll have the option with 1 or 3, okay, of these beautiful infinity silver beads. All right, you guys, that summarizes our live for Sunday. Again, I apologize for last week. I wasn't able to, you know, share our live, but I'm glad I was here, and I'll be here again next weekend. I can't wait. We'll talk some more about the power of the secret and the universe. I thought it had diamonds. I know, right? This is what I'm talking about. It has the sparkle of diamonds almost. It's insane. It is absolutely stunning. It really does look like diamonds because of the way they etched it. It's just a piece of art. It really is. I love it. Get yours, get yours, get yours. It's a beautiful piece just to go out to dinner or just have something with you. And you have the success bracelet with you at all times. As you know, everybody that's purchased this bracelet, I get positive reviews and how successful they have been, whether it was for an interview, I've interviewed with this, or for a game show. I've gotten a game show because of that. You're welcome, Audra. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. I really, really appreciate you. I love you all. Hopefully you have a blessed weekend and a blessed upcoming week. And keep in touch. Thank you for the live. Have a great day. Thank you so much, Levy, for coming. Thank you all. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. Big hearts. Sending love your way. And I cannot wait to see you next weekend. Bye. Be safe. Bye, everyone.